Greetings there, fellow orphans of the toxic forest. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Boundless Witch. Episode 46. A dark omen comes as a pound of flesh. Alright, says had a crisis of belief and almost doesn't believe in Witch's Way, which is a bit of a problem. So I think, given their resistance, I'm going to try to continue to convert them, because their belief in Witch's Way need to go up before we, like, do anything else. And Fangface, if you want to go mining, I guess I can have you go mine into the agricultural zoning. Looks like all the corpses got hauled. Awesome. And then we just have the weapons, a little bit of the medicine, and some mortars that need to be uninstalled by person, not an animal. I need to give Fangface a peg leg. What I really need to do is I need to have Witch have some sort of temporary room somewhere. So this room can be Witch's. Actually, yeah, let's do it. So because unfortunately Sky died, Witch can take that room. And then we can put the prisoners in this room and free up the hospital so that Fangface can get like a peg leg surgery that isn't weird. So this, you do have a personal bedroom. Yeah, okay, good. So we'll put the prisoners in here. And I'll just quickly throw together another room. Another bed, rather. Come on, don't have a mental break. Alright, so for prisoners. And then I'll have these be for colonists. And then take to bed. Take to bed. Look at all that ghoul food. Someday, guys, someday we'll have ghouls. When that is, I don't know. Oh god, she cannot. Even with all of the levers pulled, Witch's mood is just like bottoming out. Go do something you enjoy. Do a passion. Yeah, I don't really have any rec drugs. It was voted against, so. It is, okay, the droner's gone. Good. That'll help. And Fang, what? Oh, you've been smelting this whole time. Shoot. Crisis after crisis. Did a mortar come down there? Why was there a hole in the roof? Paw drop raider? I, quite frankly, don't even know. So we're starting to get mortars. The only time we'd ever really want to use a mortar if enemies also have mortars, so it's not super useful to us. But it's not bad to have. I'd rather have it and not need it. It was for fresh air for the Sight Stealer. Yeah, so it could scream to its allies through the hole in the roof. Solid. Sounds right. So apart from Fangface's mood, which is really just a result of being hungry, cold, wreck unfulfilled, stuff like that, we're mostly back to normalish. You're hiding in your room, prisoner. Yeah, like you had any other choice. Okay. I can live with that mental break. No, but Fangface went rip too. Trying to help children is, like, interestingly quite hard. There is so many... It's difficult for so many different weird ways, like movement speed, productivity, work allowances. You know, it just goes on and on and on. The labor, the amount of time it takes for learning is incredible. Like, learning is definitely, like, the slowest personal requirement to fulfill, besides, like, maybe meditating if you're, like, psychically deaf nearly, or, like, pruning a Gaurlin tree as, like, a hussar or something stupid like that. Like, there's not a lot of other tasks that are just so time intensive for almost no benefit. Donkeys, they're on the other map tile, so I can't really do anything about that. I'm gonna have Witch melt down some of that stuff. So, for research, bionic replacements is moving along. I haven't touched the fab bench, like, at all. So I know that if we do want bionics, it's going to be a huge time investment to reasonably get closer to our goal of that. Fangface is... Once Fangface snaps out of it, I hopefully... Oh, there we go. Hopefully we'll get more progress in getting the agricultural area better understood as its requirements. And then if everything else is done, which might be able to go back to, like, her normal work. Alright, Foxy's almost converted. What about you? I'm gonna just wing it and just recruit him, even though his certainty is, like, dreadfully low. I like the concept that the throne is, like, part of the poker table. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I think it's safe to say we've recovered. It's too bad that I didn't have a little extra time on that mech cluster quest. Because if I was offered it now, I think I could handle it, but not before. With any luck, I get offered some trade. We haven't had a lot of trade opportunities for a bit. Oh. Wow. Okay. Well then. Because we have an ever-growing build-up of, like, random assortments of junk in the colony, and I think it would be really wise to try to relieve ourselves of all the garbage. How old is Sakura now? She is 18. Should be 19 kind of soon, I think. Yeah, in 5 days. She'll have her birthday. Pen needed. Oh, yeah, this other map tile. Okie dokie. So, what you got? Plain leather will sell. Oh boy. Shirts and pants and parkas that are ruined. And that's about it. We're still just built. Oh, no, they didn't want the shuttle engine. We're still just building up a supply of like silver for when we find something that we want to buy that we can't pass up. I have a feeling like that whole tree zone is going to be fertile. So I'm just going to make the choice now to create a mined path to it. So that we can add it to the inside of our base and then rely on it as a growing zone. Unfortunately, it's exactly where all the traders are. I know I could just miss them, but whatever. They'll move when they, eventually. Let's also hit Fangface with a work drive. Fangface just got Catharsis, and with the newfound Catharsis should be able to keep from having any mental breaks and make a lot of progress in the project we're working on. So both prisoners have converted, and now it's just a matter of getting them recruited, and they both have about a resistance of roughly 20. So, only a matter of time until we have a bunch of joiners. Let animals deliver the limestone next to it. I could do that. The trouble is the limestone is over here. So the animals would need to run through our entire base, which is like a considerable amount of like filth buildup, which is my only hesitation into allowing that. Okay, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Now that Fangface has a work drive, maybe I'll hold off, but I keep forgetting to give him a leg. Maybe what I'll do... I'm just going to give him a peg leg. How old is Joker? Joker's 12. When are you 13? In 70 or 90% of a year. Okay. Not super useful. Because he's a genie. He'll be able to really help out with smithing eventually, but that time is yet to come. So we are about a quarter of the way through bionics replacements, and I'm starting to build up our supply of advanced components. Because there's not really any farming for Sakura to do at them. Oh no, that's not true. I just noticed the northern farm does have some stuff. But as soon as the farming tasks are done, I'm going to have her start to smith bionic replacements, because even one bionic ear is going to make a significant difference to her trading value, and then Fangface needs it, and kind of everyone needs it. Joker's a mess. Things are rough. So I'm going to keep this door closed so that we don't have a vulnerability of like an open path. And I think what I want to do is forbid these walls because they're not mission critical for the excavation, and build these walls that we connect to the connected to the base and And then the wooden floors I know is a flammability risk, but I'm putting those in so that we can not track in so much dirt into our rest of our buildings. You know, watching him hobble around at like Juanis, prepare a while. Okay. Watching him hobbling around at super slow speed is like really painful. Is it just the one raid? No, it's two. All brawl, all brawl. Huh. Our kill box will be... Our kill box would have a hard time dealing with that volume. Unless someone has like frag grenades and we like choke point them here and like bomb them. But the problem is we don't have any, like Vermeer can tank briefly, but not for very long. But I think that's probably our best bet. So, animals, also because the animals just, like, basically don't listen to me when it comes to fighting. They just do their own thing. So, everyone's going to be behind the walls. These guys are not sappers or breachers, unlike almost every single raid that we've had in the past few raids. They've all just been like, siege or breach or sap, and it's like, oh my god, stop. So yeah, I think choke pointing them here is the best bet. Which means I maybe won't keep the turrets on until we get if and when we get overrun. Now, if I had my, I think even if we had the mortars up, it wouldn't really matter, because we're not likely to hit anyone after a few volleys. At least they have the decency to be all adults. That's true. That's true. We get to kill what we want to kill, for once. Now, I don't suspect the Vermeer is going to live very long. But what I'm hoping to do... So all the Fantasy Phoenix, Doc Randall, and Blazing Rock, I think what I'm going to do is put them on a holding pattern as brawlers. So I'm going to put them here, ready to join me, but not drafted to me. So they're close by, but they don't get hit by, you know, they're not going to get hit by any friendly fire or anything like that up until they're closer to me. The other thing is, are you guys all shield belts? No, they really don't have shield belts. Okay. So the other thing we could try to do is to fire down the hallway and then fall back to the fallback spot, whittling their numbers down as they approach. Nobody has animal war call. No. They do, though. Throw better. Okay, first group's down. Are you really going to attack a door? You really are. Oh, no, a light. Yeah, no, that's true. That is a valid target. Which is eyeballing that beer like, give that to me. Now, because of their variable movement speed, we were able to pile them all up. And, they didn't pile all up, and we were whittling them down as they approach. I don't think he didn't manage to war call anything. Idle threat. Oh god, Fang, I forgot that you have one leg. Just fall over quick. Perils of not focusing solely on bionics. Or you don't kidnap me. Hey, Naichi, thank you for the gifted subs. After you doing that yesterday too. Okay, they're fleeing. And you are missing a nose now. Alright, Joker, you can definitely stop. So yeah, I feel like Fangface is now like... He might as well just be named Humpty Dumpty. And he's not to blame, mind you. I am, and I recognize that, but like, the damage that we've done to him is pretty ridiculous. So Witch, let's go have you 10 Fangface. Oh my god, I replaced that Y with a G. And I was like, wait, what's your name? Is there a stat damage taken? I mean, there is. Damage taken 500. But like 300 for Witch. Joker's taking a lot of damage too. But small bodies take less damage because there's less. Oh no, you got war called. Oh, you did. Okay. Fluffalope got mad at me. Okay, so his major injuries are okay. Now that he's down, and it's not like he's gonna be working quickly, I'll just peg leg to help reduce the chance of him being overrun again. Gutworms! Joker, Seth, and Foxy. Okay, great. Fantastic. You don't think the timer moved? Sometimes there's lag, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm like well aware. It's like the only timer that exists now. And I'm aware it frequently fails, and it's nothing I can do about that. But don't worry, as is tradition, I usually ignore it anyway. Alright, Animal Starvation for Terminal and Stickiest. That's only because this granite door is closed. That's a really easy fix. They're fine now. Okay, allow... So now the pets are allowed to haul all the corpses out of the way. Vermeer still needs a bit of repair. But, I mean, oddly, that, like, tactic worked out real well. And Fangface is on his, on 2 feet. Sort of barely. These prisoners are probably like, what'd you feed us? And they wouldn't be wrong about that. Both suffering from food poisoning. It's like, yeah, we messed up. Well, good news is almost all the corpses are, all the ones here are at least removed. So the witch is... Oh, you're gonna have to see that dead body. Transport crash of Tall. 24... Whoa, that is not a nice face. A misandrous pyromaniac. Well, congratulations, you get to bleed out. You are not being saved. Have fun with that. I'm going to expand this zone a little bit, because we're regularly getting more corpses than will fit. I also need to consider having, like, proper full plumbing, because we have so much fertilizer at this point, so many biosolids that, like, we don't need anymore. I know we can make chem fuel out of it. Maybe we start making chem fuel out of fecal sludge. And just, like, get rid of the biosolids composters for now. I'll just, like, forbid them. From poop to goop. Aichi, thank you for the cheer. Now, the timer moved that time, not before. Don't worry, I'll keep it going. It just be weird like that. Foxy with a crisis of belief. I think, if I recall correctly, Foxy was the one that had almost was not of our ideology, so that's a problem. Oh, no. I'm wrong. They're both basically heretics or whatever. Okay, cool. Crisis of belief, and now they're just teeter-tottering on non-conversion. Got it. That's glorious. Well, I appreciate you testing with bits to see if it would move. You know, for science. I made money for science is the summary. So I appreciate it all the same. Come on, Witch, stop walking away. I'm trying to get you to finish this. So this is so that we have a corridor out to the new farming zone. That means that we can path there without any negative consequences. A party? Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to interfere with this party. I'm going to let this party go on entirely because the mood in the colony is pretty low. Were they partying? What is this, Stand By Me? Where it's like a vomit contest in the middle of a party? I didn't see that the party ended. Did you guys? Oh, no, it did. I'm blind. I thought they all just, like, dispersed for no particular reason. Which would in no way surprise me. So now, behind the walls will include this zone. And we still need to mill the outer walls on here. And then I think what I'm going to do is heavy bridge just the sections that we'll need. And that will eventually be an irrigated internal farming zone. Like, sometime down the line. Future. Given how everything is everything goes my way and I never get attacked and nothing goes wrong, I'm sure it will happen very, very soon. That we're able to utilize that spot. Paid forced weather. Foggy rain. Foggy rain's kind of fine. But I don't need solar pinhole or void sight serum. I don't need fireproof psychic doll, strong immunity cat ears. So, although it's fine, I don't really know if it's much of a benefit. So I'm gonna say no, because figurine also destroys our shooting accuracy. Essentially, the rewards that they offered for that just kind of suck. 18 shamblers. All right. And new research available for bliss lobotomy. Neat. There it is. And my animal's got the plague. Okay, what else? Just keep it coming. Gray flesh! Yeah, I asked for that. Scorpia has discovered gray flesh in the prison. So the issue with the gray flesh in this prison is that everyone was using this as a bathroom. So it's... Okay, alright, and a hiding room. Keep it going, keep it going. Analysis progress. We finished the analyzing as a biosignature of Aquarius Z3, but we need more samples to complete. So we will not, surgical inspections will not work. Yeah, it's only narrowed down to literally everyone, yeah. Exactly. It was you. Well, I know it's not Vermeer. At least I know that much. Oh my god, there's just too much work. Too much work. I might want to have like a septic tank soon in research. I'm not going to stop bionics because it's so important, but we really don't need as much toilet stew as we have. Kate is from Voidborn Coalition, so that's definitely someone worth saving. They're 69 years old, a Starjack. I'm gonna go rescue them. Are you... Okay, and it's urgent. So tend and rescue. Because they're a faction that we have rep with. Not because it's an adult. I'm also going to go to work priority for a high priority haul on everyone except for Witch to try to clear out the pet hauling zone so that we can like make more progress. Okay, everyone snapped out of it. Cool. Joker. As a result of your long mental break. Oh, other map tile. Go burn corpses. which is barely managing to keep up with food demands. As you can see, we're down to 90 and 75. There's a lot of food here. It's one of the reasons why I have high priority hall, so that we can bring the food back to the kitchen. Rather than have it sit in the farm. And that's on the other map tile too. So these shamblers are not really coming my way. I'm going to change the avoid zone so that we really truly steer clear of them. I should have done that a while ago. And then the pet hauling zone will do the same thing. Chat, I'm going to have you remind me that I've messed with pet hauling and avoid so that we can correct it. But I don't mind having the shamblers on the map tile as they are, because if I get attacked by someone, it will help to... you know, it's an alternative target. So what the hell diets are you guys on? Vegetarian and vegetarian? Why are we giving you packed survival meals? Incorrect. Yeah, these guys are, due to both of them having like, learning starved and you're a prisoner, that shouldn't even be a requirement for a prisoner. Gut worms and all that, they're not converting really at all. It's brutal. I'm going to try to have Witch go back to only recreating during normal recreation hours, and if there's a risk of mental breaks, I'll switch it back. But we did a pretty good job of cleaning up the map tile. We still have more food to haul, but most of the weapons and other junk have been dealt with. Just having Witch try to blow through the smelt queue. And we got a ball constrator. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want a Daedalus. Alright. I don't know. I don't really know what we need. I mean, one advantage of buying the slate is then we don't have to do so much stone cutting, because we're almost out of, like, stone that is free to be cut. I don't really see anything I want to buy apart from that. So that might be about it. Just make a minimal trade. So yeah, there's nothing really big that I want to do here. You like my base? Well, thanks. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. Turtle Sandwich did not have a bed, apparently. I didn't even realize we had pets with plagues. Alright, let's pause the butcher creature. And then... I'm going to... Create a sarcophagus here. Does the game allow me to bury animals? Yeah. That's a vanilla thing. Oh, another bulk constrainer. Moro, you are not cooking because you're hauling. My bad. We'll fix that. Contents, storage, animals. Come on. Why are we not going somewhere with you? Bang face getting dark visions. Because you're malnourished. Yeah, I know. It's my fault. A large animal. Let's just do Omu. That should be fine. I've buried animals like this before, but I don't know why it's being annoying. Oh god, everyone's... Oh, that's Silent Rider's typical dementia. I don't think you can be too big, but possibly. The other thing I could do is like a regular grave. I wanted to do something a little bit more than that, though. Or we could just, you know, leave it. Put turtle sandwich somewhere else. It could just be a consequence of, like, modded creature or something. I'm not sure. Okay. Here's the trade. Not a whole lot worth doing. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird that I can't bury. Yeah, we could always burn to ash in that way. I'll do something like that in a minute. So our food shortage wasn't really a food shortage, it was just a delivery problem. And, yeah, they're classified as insects, but even then, I'm allowing in this large, fresh Omu insect corpses. So there's not really a functional reason for that not to work. I've triggered all the flags, it should be fine. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. This zone is critical. The sarcophagus is... Okay. This needs to be important. Oh, yeah. Don't know why I didn't think of that. We're good. It was a me problem. Alright, turtle sandwich is now interned. Sadistic rage. I don't think Foxy understands that Foxy's a prisoner. Because sadistic rage is a mental break that you get when you're not a prisoner and you take it out on prisoners. I think Foxy thinks they're a colonist and they're not, which is super weird. I mean, whatever. Yeah, Killadrix, I make that mistake too. At least I realized it. At least I realized it was just a critical issue. It's one of the reasons why I tend not to have critical priorities, so that when things are actually critical works. Thank you for tuning in to The Boundless Witch, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel, and all the people that turned out to the marathon. I really appreciate it. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow orphans in the orphanage.